Boom. Oops.
Okay, that was thank you. That was the funny thing. course, but
Boom.
Button
time.
Yeah.
Jared bounced around time.
Oh, yeah.
Gets me fired up, the woof.
The wolf gets me fired up too. We recording?
We're recording.
Producing.
We're live.
Welcome to week 9, right? Correct?
Yep, week 9.
Wow. Week 9 of the NFL, week 9 of the pivot. I don't know if there's officially 9 episodes, but I think there is with the weeks.
There
here.
might be.
Yeah. Anyway, close enough.
Yep.
And we are brought to you here by Vast Bank. Ooh, get it right. There we go.
Boom.
Executively produced by Toby Buchanan, like getting that part out of the way. And
No, it's not Buchanan.
oh, wow. Man, I'm going fast. Toby Buchanan, that's twice this season. Sorry, Toby. At least Toby Buchanan gets a mention on the show. Anyway, welcome, guys.
Yeah.
Jared, how are you?
Good.
Juice?
I'm good. I drove back from Dallas yesterday so I could make sure I'd be here on time today. And I was a little bit late still.
But you weren't on time.
Yeah. But I definitely would not have been on time.
Maybe you should have drove home Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe.
It's
possible.
Sure you're on time. Anyway, we're running a little late, but no big deal. We're here trying to bring consistent stuff to you. My phone is going off. Let's do some hindsight. How did the week go? I was woofing during the intro because I think I was in the 40s last week out of 50.
We
I can understand if you guys stop listening to my takes.
we were in 21st
Okay.
place out of 47.
Juice, how'd you do?
I got to look. I don't think I did much better.
You did 27th, yeah.
Do you guys want to look to see what I did?
Yeah, you got second to last with
Shut up.
107 points. So
Hey, you can drop a week, though.
there you go. That's your drop
I
week.
thought I was going to drop another week. But, so, second to last, not last, right?
Yeah, not last. Somebody did worse.
Yeah, who let me down?
Burnsy
Let's
one.
hindsight me real quick. Who let me down? Let's look at my lineup. So,
You
this is what not
Most everybody.
to do, guys.
you started Stroud, who got 12.9 points.
Okay, that was your wreck.
Pacheco, who got 6.7.
I was all over him. How percentage owned was he in Ray's league?
He was 21% owned.
Okay, thought it was going to be higher owned.
Kamara did good. He had
Okay.
27
Wow,
points.
that was my highlight.
St. Brown did bad for what St. Brown usually does,
What's
which he only got 19.8 points. Thielen got you 15. Tank Dell got you 6. We both had that one, and that was a
another one you
letdown.
placed. Yeah.
Mayer
blame
let
you
us
for this
down
whole
with
lineup.
2.9.
That was me.
Josh Downs,
Good.
14.2, not bad.
I mean,
And
there's a
then
little brilliance in this lineup.
Yeah,
So,
and
I mean,
then-
sprinkled throughout.
you had the Falcons, who got you 3 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof. You guys want to talk about what you guys play?
We played Jared Goff, Jonathan Taylor, Brees Hall, St. Brown, Shaheed, who hit nicely, 27.3 fantasy points, and he was only 6% owned in Ray's league.
I'll take
Tank
this one.
Dell, Mayer,
Another good-
McCaffrey did normal McCaffrey things, 29.8 points, and then the Bengals, which didn't do bad, they got 9 points.
Yeah.
Juice, give us your highlights.
Well, last week I played a ton of Brees Hall, which was a weird sort of score for him because he had 17 rush yards, 12 carries for 17 yards.
Yeah, not good.
And he still got 21.3 points.
He had a really long reception.
Yeah. He had
For a touchdown.
6 catches for 76 yards and a touchdown. That's what got him.
And it was one long catch.
Yeah. So could have been a major bust.
I have him in the lineup right now, and I've never played Brees Hall, so it makes me nervous. Optimizer said yes.
Yep.
I played a lot of McLaurin. I played some ATN last week too.
Okay.
That was good.
He's been good every week.
I had like probably a below average week. Nothing bad, nothing good, really great.
Been killing it in NBA.
I started off strong. It's been okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hasn't been
Seems like a hard season. Did you play any season-long NBA?
you know what, I didn't.
Man, I wish I had. That's the one thing I wish.
Next year I'm going to force myself to do
I
it.
want to do that.
Yeah, I do too.
I enjoy season-long NBA.
I didn't even do any best ball NBA.
I didn't. Yeah, no. I would have loved to do that too. Anyway,
How are your best ball teams doing, by the way?
Well, we can. Yeah, we got a lot of Thielen as we talk about. We've got a lot of Mostert, a lot of golfs. Yeah, doing well. A lot of. I've got, I think, 10 teams, and I think we're 6 out of 10 are in first. So
Yeah, I'm about the same. Like 6 out of 12, I think, are in first or second, which is where you want to be.
right.
Yeah, I got 12 teams, only one's in first.
I'm a little nervous about some of my teams. I'm nervous about Mostert and whether he's going to be able to keep up any form of the numbers he put up in the last several. This week he got 10 points, but he's had a great start.
We got 4 more weeks till it goes to the next round. Is that right?
I assume. I'm not.
I think so. It's week 14 is when it
Is the first
is
round of the playoffs?
first round of the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, real quick, Millionaire Maker lineup. How did they
Yep.
win $1 million this week?
So we
This
pull
is
that
main
up.
slate, so this was different than the lineups we
Yep.
built just for the listening audience.
Millionaire Maker had Sam Howell,
I like Sam.
who had got 34.98 fantasy points through 4 touchdowns, 397
You were
yards.
a week early on Sam Howell.
Yep. But I've liked him all year.
Yeah.
Kamara was in the lineup with 27 fantasy points. Brees Hall was still in there with 21.3.
He was cheap.
A.J. Brown, 36 fantasy points, 130
doing it.
yards, 2 touchdowns. C.D. Lamb, who had himself
He was going
the
crazy at
game
one
of the
point.
season, 158 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, 12 receptions. McLaurin was in there with 17.3 fantasy points. McBride was his tight end for Arizona, 25.5 fantasy points. He got 12 targets and 10 receptions last week. And then Shaheed was in the flex with 27.3.
My one
and
good pick of the week.
They ran
And I didn't play it in my lineup.
the Jets, who got 8 fantasy points. Do you know who the highest scoring running back on the week was?
Tell us.
It was Gus Edwards.
Oh, yeah. I've already been reminded of this dialogue. Do you remember the Gus Edwards dialogue from last
I do
show?
remember the Gus Edwards.
Who do you think was harder on him about Gus Edwards, you or me? Because I easily could have been me.
I don't know.
We were both hard on him.
I think there was definitely some jokes.
I mean,
made.
he had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's the probability of that happening is fairly low.
Pretty low.
He had 80 yards on 19 carries, so okay. 2 catches on 2 targets for 14 yards. So it was the 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns really did it for him. But yeah, that's hindsight.
Which sunk a lot of my lineups because I had a lot of Lamar last week.
You did?
Yeah.
Did he throw a single? I don't even know. Did he throw any touchdowns, or they just all
No,
go to
he had
Gus
his
Edwards?
pretty much probably his low game of the season.
Yeah, he did not do well at all. And I think if he would get 1 or 2 of those touchdowns, he has a pretty solid week.
Yeah.
So,
Let's bounce on into this week. This is the segment 50 cent piece where Juice will tell us who Vegas thinks is going to score over 50, and we try to pick some games that we think will go over 50, or maybe wave you off a couple. It's been low lately. It's been low numbers. Now we're talking Sunday, Monday here. We're not including Miami, Kansas City because that is an over 50 game, right?
It has to be.
It's 51.5.
Yeah.
I know the one.
50 and a half right
But
now.
as far as the rest of the games, I'm not sure. I'm going to guess. You want to guess first?
Yeah, I'm going to guess 1
I'm going to go 0.
is Buffalo Cincinnati, right?
1.
Is it Buffalo, Cincinnati?
Yes.
On the Sunday. Main slate 0?
Main slate 0.
Okay.
Buffalo Cincinnati is 50.5. So what's interesting to me is the Bills Bengals and the Dolphins Chiefs, they're really not on the main slate.
No.
It's disappointing.
4 really good offenses that
Yeah.
are off the main
Just
slate.
wave. Well, I'm glad we have the Sunday night game. The Monday night game this week that will be on our is San Diego Jets.
Yep.
Also, probably some playable pieces in that if you'd like.
It's a 40 total.
Oh, wow. Phew. Wow. I don't know. I have Brees Hall in my lineup again. I don't like playing Brees Hall. I've never played him before. I don't know. I'm Brees Hall scared. I have some issue with Brees Hall.
We should almost rename this segment the 40-cent piece because there's
Yeah, really, truly.
how many games do you
Or
think
45 cent piece, maybe.
how many games do you think are under 40 totals this week,
5.
Matt?
5.
4.
Oh.
Should have gone 1. That's the Price is Right. As we always do. Yeah, it's
you
dude.
deserved
It's
it.
so.
Price right laugh for you. Juice is on one.
So the,
Only if we had pre-show video.
the Cardinals and Browns 37.5, Rams Packers 38.5, Vikings Falcons 37, and then
Wow, these are great. I
the
can't wait.
Giants Raiders 37.
I'm so glad we have a podcast about chopping up these games.
This main
It's
slate
so
is
exciting.
ugly.
Yeah,
not
I'm
good.
glad we have Sunday night.
Wait, you were on The Price is Right?
No,
Oh, that's great.
this is another reference.
This is another.
This is almost as good as Beastie Boys.
I wish he was on the Price is Right.
Yeah, I want to see that episode
No,
of
he
it.
used to work for TV Guide.
Here,
I see.
let's ask him this question.
Okay.
Who's the host of The Price is Right?
Bob Barker.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought you were going to go with Drew Carey.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he is now, but
So, anyway, we'll tell the TV Guide story. He used to watch a lot of Prices Right back in the day.
I used to not do a lot of work back
Yeah.
in the day.
Anyway, he translated for TV Guide and got to watch a lot of Prices.
But you know what was interesting? I translated Spanish, obviously, Julio, and French.
Oh wow!
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa,
Wow.
wow!
I did translations
Wow.
for Spanish and French for TV Guide.
wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
Smart man.
those were good old days. Van
Three
Eby, if you're listening, he was my TV Guide buddy.
I can barely speak one language. Okay, so 50 Cent. Let's talk about these games. So what's a game you like?
I mean, my favorite one has to be Cincinnati Chargers. I mean, Cincinnati
Good.
Buffalo.
So is that week 17 or something? That Cincinnati Chargers. So Cincinnati Buffalo's your
Yeah,
favorite?
yeah.
Sunday night, right?
Sunday night, 7:20. Yep.
Big points.
I think it's going to be a shootout. Yeah.
What about you, Juice? You got to. I kind of like. Before I let Juice go, I want to sneak mine in there. I kind of like Indianapolis. Is that
Against Carolina.
Yeah, for some reason something about Indianapolis where they score a lot and seem to induce a lot of scoring. Anyway, I don't have any facts to prove that or any stats.
No, I think you're right. Their games have been heaters.
Yeah.
Really. I'm interested though to see if they've been more in Indy or they've been equally on the road. Like
what is the line on that one?
it is. You just asked me that, and I just switched to something. 44.
It's not.
So
close.
not bad.
I'll take the over. Anyway, you got a game you like that we haven't mentioned?
I think I like Dallas and Philly on paper, but I haven't I don't know salary wise if they're going to make a ton of sense.
Right. I mean, AJ Brown we'll obviously talk about AJ Brown. But
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like Philly hasn't been that great defensively.
No, they
especially
haven't.
by
I mean, they
air.
really haven't,
It
you
should be a
know?
big CD game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they'll probably attack by air too. I think that means why wouldn't they? They seem to. AJ Brown doesn't seem that anyone can really cover him.
No.
You would think mathematically is due for some type of downward swing,
Some negative regression or something.
but I
don't know.
I don't like rooting for that.
No.
I like AJ Brown.
I'm surprised we still see Devontae Adams at $8,100.
Yeah, that's way too much.
He's had the worst 4-game stretch of his career.
Yeah.
The last 4 games.
And it's really not his fault. I watched the last game. Garoppolo literally overthrew him
He
every
did
time.
have a bad drop though last game.
Yeah, I think that game can blow up to score too. It's a noon game, right? Those
Yeah.
games scare me.
Or that's
I don't
a
know what
3
it-
o'clock or 3 p.m.
Oh,
game.
good. I like those. I like that time slot. I don't know. Again, I'm superstitious. The noon games seem like they're lower scoring always. I don't know why. Seems like it takes them like at least a half to get. It's like 10-3 every game.
But I do love the witching hour on Red Zone.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I do too.
people start scoring. But
It's
yeah,
the witching hour.
it's crazy. Wow, it's almost like it's choreographed in some way. I don't know. Anyway, let's transitioning off that thought. You want to talk about some injuries? There's a lot of injuries. Half the quarterbacks are gone this week, right?
We lost Kirk
We're
Cousins.
down to a third of the quarterbacks gone.
Fields looks like he's not going to play.
I think Fields will not play.
Cousins, as you mentioned, is out for the season.
Correct.
That's sad because he was having a good year.
Yes,
it
he
really
was.
does suck. I mean, they were really bouncing back.
Yes, he was.
Which also makes you wonder: do they even play Justin Jefferson this year?
We were talking about
Yeah,
this
Matt mentioned that
little
earlier.
pre-show. It scares me. Yes.
I mean, they might just decide to shelf him for the rest of the year.
Coach was quoted as saying, "I'm not going to sit him for the season." That doesn't give me any hope that he's coming back anytime soon.
I think they're gonna be overly cautious with him.
I want him out there. I need him out there. Fantasy wise, we need him
Yeah.
out there. Get him out there. got-
Stafford is questionable. Did not practice yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like he's not going to play. That's my gut.
Why would they play him? Nobody else in the NFL is playing their starting quarterback this week. Might as well sit all of them, right? Like
Yeah, and that would be Ripon would be the next guy up.
Ripon.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Words are
got a
hard.
Famous father, uncle, right? Whatever.
I mean, are you guys going to be jumping at the bit to play one Tommy DeVito?
Dude, they would literally not even throw a pass with it. How do you have a backup quarterback that you're not willing to throw a pass with?
Yeah, it was just Saquon Barkley the rest of the
Literally.
game.
Dude, how bad are the quarterbacks in the NFL like right now? They're awful.
It seems weird.
Yeah,
Like there's
not-
like 5 or 6 good ones, and then it's just a massive drop
It
off.
seems to be a difficult position. Some of them make it look easy, and some of them make it look really tough.
like Will Levis looks pretty good.
He did look good. I like
look great.
Will Levis. Yeah.
I'm surprised he wasn't on the Millie Maker.
Yeah, I checked his ownership. It was 0.3%. Wasn't even a full percent in the Millionaire Maker
Wow.
tournament.
What other injuries do you think are significant this week? We got any wide receivers, running backs banged up?
Well, Saquon is banged up. He did practice on a limited basis
I
yesterday.
was reading that Arizona has one healthy running back, Keanu Ingram.
Keontae Ingram.
That guy.
Damian Pierce
That
is
doesn't seem to wet your whistle or anything.
not really. I mean,
not?
I don't want to play anybody from Arizona.
Good point.
Who do they have a quarterback? They just traded away Josh Dobbs.
Toon,
Yeah.
Yeah,
rookie.
Toon's playing this week.
We saw Levis do well. I like rookie quarterbacks. You never know what they're going to do, right?
I mean, C.J. Stroud, like he totally came through for us last week
He did not.
at all.
By the way,
And against Carolina.
he did not come through to it for us.
Yeah.
Jerome Ford was a limited participant yesterday in practice. Tyler Lockett's
Mostert looks like he's going to play. I know there was some question about that.
didn't he play last week?
They're doing the same. Yeah, he scored a touchdown last week.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything other than that, but he seems to be missing every Wednesday practice.
Puka was on a limited basis yesterday.
Yeah, it looks like he'll play, though.
Yeah. DK Metcalf as well. So it looks like Seattle's kind of banged up.
No, Jake Bobo's healthy.
Didn't he get grab
all
another
they need.
touchdown
Yeah.
last week?
Yeah,
Yes.
a rushing
I told
touchdown.
Jared pre-show he's going to pass for one this week. That's my call. He's rushed for one. He's received one. I think this week he's just going to toss one in. Maybe do all three. We'll see. He's
three-peats.
a very versatile player.
Kendrick Bourne's on the IR.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's out for the
having a good
season.
Pop Douglas, big chalk this week.
Yeah. KJ Osborne was a limited participant as well.
Wow. Addison's about the only healthy receiver left.
CJ Samuel, or Curtis Samuel, I should say, is out.
Everybody loves McLaren this week.
Yeah. Wan'Dale Robinson is banged up.
Another player that they seem to love, though.
It's rough, man.
It is.
We had to cut. We were doing some pre-show optimizing because that's what we do, do crazy optimals, and we had to kick Wan'Dale Robinson out of it because they kept putting him in every one of them. So.
Yeah.
I would like to say the dude from Trey McBride from Arizona.
Yeah.
I was talking about him last week.
You were.
Yeah,
And he came through big
he was
time.
pretty
He had
chalky, and it worked
10
out.
receptions, 12 targets, 25 fantasy points.
Yeah. Wish we would have played him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh well. You move on. So yeah, those are the big injuries right now.
you ready to do some? Give us some ownership guesses here. This is where we're
This is quickly becoming my favorite part of the show.
we're terrible. At this. I'm terrible at this.
It's going to be crazy at quarterback. There's so many changes.
Jared and I will guess who the public is trying to play in some DFS. this
I
week.
am a little optimistic for you guys.
This
I'm,
is why
I'm
we-
bullish on you all.
This
This
segment's
Okay.
why we do this on Friday, just so we have this information, just to try to guess.
Yeah.
You're bullish on us, meaning you think we're going to do good.
at quarterback. Yes.
Let me bring up Rays League so that I can look at some players.
I have a guess.
Go for it.
Taylor Heineke.
I'm going to go.
I should have. Did I say bullish? Or
Yeah,
did I
is,
say
is that's,
Whoa, whoa,
that's
whoa,
what you
I
said.
Excuse me being late on that. Of course, he's not in there, right? Am I?
He's 12th.
Okay.
It's only 5,000.
I'm about to hit this on
He's like
myself.
the most reliable cheap quarterback, I think, this week.
Oh yeah, look! Wow, making big statements early in the gate here. What? I'm gonna go O'Connell for.
A
Oh,
little,
whoa, they're not on the. They're not.
There are.
Are they on the main slate? Am I lower?
11th. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys one more guess.
Okay. Jalen Hurts.
Number one.
Wow, good job. Coming back strong.
Nice.
Okay, I won't even guess. I mean, you got it. Give us 5 through 1.
So 5th is Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
4th is C.J. Stroud. 3rd, Dak Prescott. 2nd, Lamar. And 1st, Jalen Hurts.
All right.
Okay, good job.
So none of the new quarterbacks this week are in that top 5.
A little bit of love is being given to, I guess, Heineke, O'Connell. They're just outside the top 10. Sam Howell is 6th. So, Matt, I know you've been wanting to play him all year.
I played him already
This
a couple
might be
times.
this might be the week.
I don't know if he's going to get in there.
Okay, running back, I have
about-
0. I'm very bearish on you all.
Very bearish.
Yes.
No chance we're getting this, huh?
You want to go first this time?
You did last time. Go for it.
I'll go
Yeah, you go first.
Henderson.
No.
No, not even close.
No, God! No, God,
That
please,
bad?
no! No!
20th.
No!
20th. I mean,
15th, maybe. I can't count that far.
What about Jonathan Taylor? He's got to be up there.
He is 7th.
Okay,
that's better.
not bad.
I'll give you a little love.
Let's try Gus Edwards. Let's see if anybody's chasing.
Just you.
Just me?
Just
Well.
you. I'll give you guys a hint.
Okay.
No Gus Edwards, not it.
No, I'll give you guys a hint. It's related to Bedlam, which is this weekend.
Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard.
Boom.
Really?
I was actually going to guess Chuba.
I was never going to guess Hubbard.
He's 5K. They seem to have given him the green light.
I read that Miles Sanders got 9 snaps last week.
That's why I'm saying that they seem to have decided they're moving forward with Chuba.
He's looked good.
Yeah, he has looked good.
He does look good.
Number 2 is a guy that we have talked about all year, but we hate playing.
Is it Joe Mixon again?
Good guess. No.
We hate playing.
Red River Shootout.
Oh, Robinson. Bjorn Robinson?
Bijan.
Yeah. He shouldn't be number 2.
Optimizer was spitting him out too.
He's 6,100 now.
Oh.
Cheap. So
You can pay $6,100 to get 2 points. Everybody go for it.
he's
I
been
will
a
pass.
maddening running back this
I'm
year.
glad I total fade in season long on Bijan.
That was smart. Everybody was so high on him. So Tony Pollard is 5th. Josh Jacobs is 4th. Kamara is 3rd. His price is up now, 8,100. Bijan is 2nd, and then Chuba is number 1.
Okay, I like it. Let's
Huh.
hear about those wide receivers.
I believe you all will. I'm bullish on wide receivers.
Yeah, I'm going to nail this one too.
Oh, you got okay. You just jump in there.
It's it's between these two. AJ Brown.
Number 1.
Boom.
Wow, look at you go correlating. Look at this guy correlating. I don't even go.
He's starting to figure this out.
I know.
It's a beautiful thing to witness.
I mean, there's no reason for me to go.
I'll
like
take
a-
another guess though.
Uh-huh.
I want to see where CD Lamb is on there.
He's not a bad guess. He's 7th.
7th. Okay.
Let me look here.
I will say this, Matt. You've mentioned this player already today.
Whoa, Thielen.
No,
Oh,
he's 4th.
oh, look at me. I my first class. Give it to us. Why don't you give us 5 through 1?
Okay, number 5 is Tank Dell,
Okay, that's
Wow.
Jared's
favorite
guy
player in
ever.
the history of the game. I think he's overtaken Nico.
And Derrick Henry.
Maybe not Puka though. He's a big Puka guy.
I do like Puka.
Is he on your fantasy team?
Yeah. Wait, Tank Dell?
No, Puka.
Yeah, on one of them.
Okay.
I only have 2.
How's that regression feeling?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That begs a good question. What do y'all think about Cooper and Puka the rest of the season? If Matt Stafford is really that banged up,
I don't think he's going to be permanently. I think it's like a 1 week absence, so I think it'll be fine.
we'll see. Okay,
I have no Puka, so that's why I'm giving you such a hard time about Puka.
You're gonna get mad when I tell you who number 2 is.
Okay.
So Tank Dell's 5th, Thielen is 4th, Nico is 3rd,
Nico.
Wow.
Demario Douglas is 2nd.
Pop.
You
Wow.
mentioned him.
Yeah.
Pops Douglas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you mentioned
Chalk,
him.
they said this way. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to guess chalk.
But this is what the segment is. It's guess the chalk.
I don't know. I even said he's chalk this week, so I
You did.
don't know why.
I figured you were all over it.
I wanted to guess fourth instead. Of second. That's where I
Okay,
was going.
I'm going to throw this gauntlet down on for tight end. If y'all don't get one of the guys in the top 2 this week, I'm going to get up and I'm going to leave. Maybe you guys want me to leave, but I would get up and leave.
Oh, God, that's a lot
Okay.
of pressure.
I got that guess.
All right, you got it?
Want to see if you want to try it? Or
No, I want you to go. It's too much pressure.
Goddard.
Okay, go.
Oh, I didn't get
No,
it.
he did not get it.
Oh, God.
He's
God!
he's fit.
No,
He's fit.
God, please,
Okay.
All right, so
I said top 2. Top 2.
you don't
It
get
is
it?
not deviated at all this
I
whole
was
season.
Jumping the correlating. I know
man.
who it is now, but you know who it is?
I mean, I have a guess. I don't know if it's it.
You're not gonna get it. I'm gonna,
See you
Okay.
guys.
Okay, it's
you're off.
it's
You're
it's
running in the wrong direction. Go back up.
it's TJ Hawkinson.
No.
Oh my God.
God.
I meant Mark Andrews.
Yes.
I knew it was Andrews after
If you guys just guess Kelsey or Andrews every week, you would nail it.
when you started scrolling down, I was like, oh Jesus.
Well, I was down. I was scrolling back up.
I was gonna guess Andrews, but then I was like, oh, it's correlated. It's got to be Goddard. Like,
Where's Komet on there?
Cole Kmet is not. He's probably 12th.
where's Pitts with injured Drake London?
He is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Way down. Okay.
Not like 9th.
Okay.
All right, so now what's
Kmet's
the top
11th.
five?
11th.
What about Ferguson?
He is right above Pitts.
Okay.
So 8th.
Give us 5 through 1.
So number 5, last week's mention. Actually, no. Dallas Goedert was 5.
Okay.
Trey McBride is 4.
Okay.
David Njoku is 3rd.
Yeah, he was popping on the offense too.
Mark Andrews is 2nd. And a guy who burned me a ton last week, Dalton Schultz,
Yeah.
is number 1. He killed a lot of my lineups last week. He did nothing.
He's a tough one because everything tells you should. They just had a bad game. That's just not a good
It
game.
was a bad game. I mean, both teams, like both offenses, didn't do anything.
Okay, so now that we know who the public's playing, do we?
You guys want to go defense?
Yeah,
Just
Sure.
Yeah, for fun. Let's do some defense.
I'm always bearish on you guys in defense.
I'm gonna go New England.
Number 2.
Wow. That
Wow.
was my first.
That is impressive.
What about the Giants?
Wow.
We just- okay,
Number
we can-
1 and 2.
Move on.
So you guys don't ever guess Mark Andrews, but you nail the defenses? That's just so maddening to me, man. Okay.
Nice.
I double hit the button. That was supposed to be. Oh yeah, we'll do. Oh yeah again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good job, us.
Great. That's got me fired up now. It really does.
Wow. Good work. Okay, let's switch over.
Way to
Let's,
close out the segment, boys. This,
Boom.
Let's do. Let's start talking about. Whoa. Who are we locking and loading this week? Who has to play in the lineup? I have a player. I'm not usually one that puts insertions throughout this lineup, but after Jared goes, I will talk about mine.
I mean, I'm definitely leaning towards AJ Brown or Thielen as a lock and load.
Okay.
You go.
I like Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
So you can run him back with Thielen, by the way, if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm fine with just putting Jonathan Taylor in. Just boom,
What
locked
about
and
you?
loaded.
I really like Jonathan Taylor. On the flip side of that, I really like Chuba Hubbard at 5K.
I think we can play both of them.
Sure.
Well, no, I mean
That's
not a great
that's bad game theory,
right.
but
I like the Thielen play too, but Thielen's kind of pricey. I do like Chuba too. I like Chuba as a value play, and I like Taylor as a high ceiling play.
so one thing that drove I had a ton of Jonathan Taylor last week,
Yeah.
and he starts off just ripping big runs,
He had a bad second half, right?
and then they just give it to Zach Moss the rest of the game.
Yeah, he got to 97 rushing yards. He just
In the
needed
first
3.
half.
Yeah,
And
just
he
3
never got there. He
to
never
get
got
that
there.
bonus, and they never got it.
That worries me a little bit.
Zach Moss is a little more banged up this week, right? That's what
The no injury designation.
I feel like for some reason that this is going to be the game where they're like, okay, we paid you a big contract, go win us this game. Carolina sucks at rush defense. This is your game. And Zach Moss will get his carries too. I think there'll be enough touchdowns to go around. Hopefully he beats the bonus this week. Hopefully gets a few more catches this week. But I can understand if we don't lock and load him.
How many fewer carries do you think Moss got from Taylor last week?
I think it was even, wasn't it?
One fewer carry.
Okay. I think
And Moss
it's
just
solid.
got the touchdowns, right?
He
How many? He got
got one
at least
touchdown.
one, right?
Did
Yeah.
they
Okay.
both get one?
No,
No.
Taylor didn't get
Taylor
one.
didn't get one.
Nope.
Well, if you want to fade Taylor, I'm fine with it.
I'm not saying I want to fade him at all or not play him. I like them both, I guess. But maybe the run back is Thielen.
I like the. I think. I mean, volume wise, we can't argue with Thielen. We're a little bit worried about Jonathan Taylor's volume. Well, we agree that Jonathan Taylor offers a pretty high ceiling this week, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you like Jonathan Taylor more than Brees Hall at home against the
No,
Chargers?
I'm playing both of them in my lineup.
Okay.
Those are the two running backs I'm playing. I think there's going to be a lot of people say, "You idiot! Why aren't you playing Kamara against Chicago?" Though
8,100, man. He's starting to get up there. You can't argue the results. There's no doubt. But
I mean, I just don't see any reason why to believe they're going to change anything, right? I mean, if you're going to pay up at running back, obviously Kamara's the pay up, right?
yeah,
If you want to stay more mid range,
another pivot off of Taylor, right around that same price is DeAndre Swift.
and I see he's a button we've pressed once.
He's just been like he's like a cash guy.
They'll go to him and then they'll just all of a sudden start throwing every down. It's weird.
Good cash play. I don't know about like tournament.
I don't know if he has. I would probably like Taylor's ceiling a little better, but I think they both. Anyway, I'm not. We can explore other options than inserting Taylor. It sounds like though we agree that Thielen.
No Bijan Robinson love from you guys.
None, zero.
Yeah, he was popping in our optos.
I think he's gonna bust and make everybody sad and officially stop playing him. For some reason, he keeps doing bad, and everybody still wants to play him. So
Well, the computer likes him.
yeah,
So you've been the Gus Edwards whisperer thus far this season. So why no Gus Edwards?
No, I think that's coming.
no, I'd totally play Gus Edwards, but I don't like the matchup as much as I did last week. I mean, he had 18 rushing attempts, 3 touchdowns. So I just liked Gus Edwards for his prices matchup last week.
He
I
had
don't know.
19 carries for 80 yards.
Yeah,
I mean,
and 3 touchdowns.
that's a good efficiency.
Fairly
Yeah.
efficient. Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Do you like him this week?
I mean, the game is. I think it's a 44-point spread.
So let me ask you this: do you have a lock and load? Was Chuba your lock and load? Which
I really don't. I don't have a lock and load. If we're talking running back, no, I do not.
Well, how about this then? Let's transition on over and let's break. Let's pick our favorite stacks and we'll work from there. How about that?
Okay.
What's your favorite stack this week?
Probably Hurts and AJ Brown and either Goddard or Smith, any of them, but mainly Hurts and AJ Brown.
Run it back with Lamb, or
Yeah, sure. I'd love to do that. Yeah.
so we would be going probably stars and scrubs, right? Because it's expensive.
That is expensive, but I do think this is going to be a game where there's going to be a lot
Hurts
of
is
points.
saying he's playing at 75 to 90% right now.
That's scary.
I wonder what 100% looks like.
Well, I don't think you're going to find out this week because he's saying it this week. He's playing 75 to 90% healthy. So
I know there's a lot of cheap options at
You
quarterback.
could go the other option in that game is a fairly good one.
Dak Prescott.
Yes,
How much is he?
a lot cheaper than Hurts.
Dak Prescott. Sure, I'll do that.
I'm not saying that's who to play. I'm just saying I like Hurts. I love Hurts. I played Hurts 2 weeks ago. The only time I finished in the top 5 in Race League, I had Hurts at quarterback. I'm just nervous, and Dallas is a better defense than some of these guys that they've lined up against here.
Yeah, but it does really seem like AJ Brown. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
That I would agree with. I agree.
He's going to get his points.
I'm just worried if we got a hurt shoulder
Yeah.
from the quarterback spot. Anyway, I'm not trying to talk you off it. This is where we do analysis, and my analysis is Hurts scares me a little this week when there's so many cheap quarterback options because you're going to be paying almost double to some of the potential options.
Who's your favorite cheap one?
That's a good question. I don't know if I'm playing quarterback. I'm asking you because I I like Burrow a little bit in the Sunday night game. I like Dak a little bit. I think currently I have in my lineup O'Connell, but I'm truly questioning myself. But I feel like there's so many $4,000 plays that if you're going to play one, you might as well play one at the quarterback spot, right? Because he touches the ball every play, so he has some chance to score some points. Juice, what about you? Answer both questions. What's your favorite stack? What's your favorite cheap play if it's not one of those? Because there's a lot this week.
I kind of like Derek Carr at home against the Chicago Bear defense.
Derek Carr.
Ooh, that's a white statue.
Threw for 310 yards last week. Seems to be getting a better grasp of this offense.
Are we going Shaheed with me?
It's 4,500, baby.
It's cheap.
He's still cheap.
Okay.
And I mean, I think it even allows us to play Kamara because he's getting a lot of targets,
Yeah.
right? He's like a number 2 receiver.
You seemed, when I mentioned Kamara earlier, you kind of questioned his price, but yet you kind of see it's hard not to play him this week, right?
It's hard not to play. It's hard to play him, in my opinion, if you don't include him in somewhat of a stack as a standalone.
All right, let's real quick take this question. Ricky AA, should I start Jamal Williams, Rasheen Johnson, or Sanders? I would say no to Sanders right off the bat.
Yeah.
I would say probably no to even Jamal Williams.
I'm probably going Johnson, just
Yeah.
taking my shots, hoping he gets 4 or 5 catches and a half PPR.
Yes, sir. I would for sure. I mean, gosh, there's no way you can pick up Hubbard, I guess. I'm assuming, but I'd probably go Rashawn Johnson there.
Yeah, check waiver wire because those are not great options.
Yeah,
right?
if there is waiver wire options, just send them on, Ricky, just so we can see them. But I'm definitely voting Rashawn.
Yeah, if you want to check your waivers real quick and see if there's anybody out there that you. But those three, my guess would be Johnson.
Okay, so back to stacking,
Thanks for the question, Ricky.
Yes,
and
thank you.
please like and subscribe if you can.
and tell your friends.
Yes.
Okay, I like the matchup a little better for that quarterback. Jalen Hurts playing Dallas defense scares me a little bit. Plus, we love Shaheed. We're a fan of Shaheed's on the show, right?
Yeah.
And no run back from Chicago, I'm assuming.
Do we need it?
Let's do Komet. 3,900.
I mean, that's not terrible.
They threw to him 10 times. He caught all of them. Got 80 yards and 10 receptions.
Carr, I did not think Carr was, but he is cheap.
He is cheap.
This is a cheap stack.
It is a cheap stack. That's
And
what I
then-
like about it.
We'll go. I like Komet. I can't argue with Komet. You said how many targets last week?
10.
Yes, I can't argue with that. So
Yeah, it was almost like Bagner, or whatever his name is, was only looking at Komet whenever he was throwing the ball.
I honestly did never consider this stack, but I like it. I was
Yeah.
playing Shaheed in my lineup as a one-off, but this isn't meant to have any racist tone. But I'm not a big fan of the white statue, non-running quarterback. But he is just throwing it around. He's in the dome and he's playing against a terrible defense.
Yeah.
So I can't argue. I also picked New Orleans in my survivor pool this week.
Ooh.
So I'm on this. We could.
Wow. That throws a little intrigue into it.
Right, we are down to under 100 people. Nerve wracking.
Nice.
Okay,
You're still alive.
let's go to defense this week. I kind of almost think that the lock and load might be at the defensive position this week.
Okay,
Is it the
let's hear it.
Giants?
Yeah, the Giants.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing against O'Connell. They're the cheapest defense by far. There's a lot of choices though, as far as trying to take advantage of bad quarterback play possibilities.
I don't hate the Giants pick. Another one I like that's almost as cheap is I'm going to just keep picking on Josh Allen throwing interceptions and turnovers.
So go with Cincinnati.
Yes.
Okay, I like it. So we did a cheap stack. So I think the next question is the 50-point game in our slate is the Cincinnati Buffalo game. Does playing their defense keep us from playing any other options?
Not really. I mean,
Do we like any other options in that game? Let's talk about that game next as we build our line.
I wouldn't mind getting some Chase.
Chase seems like he's hard to pass up. He is the top projected player according to Line Star. Let me correct that. Line Star.
You know, another guy I never click on, and whenever I just kind of nix him out of my player pool, he always goes off as Diggs.
Diggs, yeah.
So just to give Jared, the guy over there, some love. Jalen Hurts is the second highest projected player on the slate.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar Chase is the first, according to LineStar. LineStar, call me about advertising anytime you want. Diggs is third, and A.J. Brown is fourth. So, a lot of love for that for
Chase.
For Chase in the big games.
So what if we did? So we got Shaheed, Komet, Carr. What if we put Kamara and Chase in?
Kamara,
Yeah,
okay.
because it is Chicago, and
I like Kamara. How do you argue with Kamara?
yeah, and then I like Chase against Buffalo. It's great.
So how much does that leave us? Because that seems like we just paid a bunch. Not much.
6,100 for a wide receiver spot and a flex spot. Oh, I had Hubbard in at the other running back, but we don't have to do
We
that.
don't have to put Hubbard in right now.
No, I would hold out here.
Okay.
So that leaves me with 5,700. If I
Yeah, 57.
A guy that's not going to hurt our salary average, that is a run back off of Jamar Chase, that seems to be Mr. Primetime, is Gabriel Davis.
Gabe Davis.
I'm a big fan. I've always been a fan.
12 targets last week.
He's Mr. Primetime, man. For some reason, in these big in the games that are the one where they're the only game going, he seems.
Yeah.
I think it's probably because the defenses are so focused on Diggs. We can't. I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to play Diggs in this lineup with the money we have left, right?
No, probably
It would
not.
we have 3 players left, and it would take over half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, thoughts on Davis, guys?
I'll run it with Davis
Sure.
to
Everybody
a
likes.
run back. Yeah.
I
You
could
guys
do
are
Gabe
easy.
Davis.
Takes us down to 56.50. We've got 2 plays. We got a running back and a flex. So here we go. These are the kind of plays where it makes or break our team usually right here.
I say we play who we like at running back, and then
We run it
we
back.
can find someone on the flex side.
So people we've already discussed are Swift, Taylor, and Hall. They're all priced right about the same, 66, 64, 63. We can certainly afford them. Let's start hearing other. Bijan Robinson is dirt cheap and probably a good play at home against a